Okay, this is a crystal clear example of a Haarp downburst attack to turn off the rain in West Texas. Right now it's raining in the Texas Panhandle, which it hasn't done in literally 5 or 6 months. And we can see a bubble of clear kind of expand right here. Right here. You can see a bubble expanding. So this is shortwave infrared. So if this is a Haarp downburst, heat the ionosphere 50 miles up, and it's like a balloon popping. It causes a sudden pressure pulse, like a thumb of dry air being pressed to the surface. Then we would be able to see dry air in the water vapor mode. And what do we see? We see the dry air being pressed down. In fact, more than that, we see the absolute telltale, these concentric rings, which are the mark of the, it's a roll cloud. The edge of the Haarp downburst is a roll cloud. Let me see if I can get that better picture here. I might need to stop this right here. Okay, now right here, okay, you can see that, right? We have these concentric rings, and I can count, well, 1, 2, 3, 4 rings, and then down here also more concentric rings, which each one of these rings is the heating event. Like I said, it's like a balloon popping, pressing that dry air to the surface, and that dry air spreads out at the edge and spins. It spins, and that spinning is preserved long enough for us to see these rings of dry air. So why would they be doing that in that particular location? It's because this is the forecast for tomorrow, 2 p.m. And we can see a ton of great rain, just great rain, and then it continues 8 p.m. This is tomorrow, 11 p.m. So this turns into a major rain event. And if I can remind everybody what the drought map looks like, they're in the Texas Panhandle has been under attack for years, and now they also attack the eastern part of New Mexico. So it's not a stretch of the imagination to think that, yeah, this is a Haarp downburst. And we can also see it in a regular light mode, except that it's got dark on us. So like right here, here's the first one. Let me zoom in. Here in regular light mode, we're going to look at this cloud expand kind of in a circular fashion. Okay, well, shoot. It happened right at dark, and we missed it. Okay, that's not synchronized very well. Apologize for that. Now this guy here, we can go ahead and zoom in and actually see it a lot better from the west. Come on. Okay. Well, I guess they're being pretty clever, because it's only showing up in infrared right as the sun has set. So they're thinking nobody's going to watch this map in infrared. Oh, this is beautiful. Right here we can see this. I gotta move this over and expand it a little. We can actually see this this ring here. So this is actually after dark. We can actually see this edge here, the roll cloud, what I call the outflow boundary. Okay. Alrighty, so anyway, the fact that we can see, move this to the middle, the fact that we can see this dry air being pressed down, and we can see the Haarp outflow boundary, these rings here. This is on the goes west. Now we're looking from the Pacific side. Oh my gosh, we can see rings down here and the rings up here. So some people are going to be saying, well, that's just the jet stream or whatever, surface winds. But here is the surface pressure. And let me make it bigger. Okay, so the surface pressure, this is surface sea level map, and the wind is just kind of, it's a light wind from the south, nothing to it. And also here's a low pressure. Low pressure means rising air. So there's no way you're going to get sinking air when you have low pressure there. And here's the jet stream. It's just a fast jet from the southwest. So basically both of these, the surface wind is light from the south, the jet stream wind is light from, or very strong from the southwest. Of course that's many, many thousands of feet up, like, I don't know, 40,000 feet. I don't know what 300 millibars is. Okay, back to goes east. Let me let that play. This is absolutely classic how they use Haarp to create this drought. And I just guarantee you this is a Haarp attack. When you see these concentric rings, that is a Haarp attack. Let me zoom in. When you see those rings, okay, so these rings right here, when you see that kind of a ring, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4 rings, and it expands. Play. Okay, let me just step through. Here's the first burst, second burst, or sorry, first burst, second burst. Now we'll step through. And now they've moved it down here a little bit. Here's another burst. And now they're expanding outward. Here's the first one. What happened? Here's the first one, second, third. First, second, third. First, second, third, fourth. And then they've also got it down here. Smeared out somewhat. But keep in mind they can move this beam every 10 milliseconds. It's just a software adjustment to the phased array transmitter. Okay? There is no way that this is natural. No way. And also, after they do the Haarp downburst, this rain that was building in the West Texas is now dying out. And you can see that in the next rad here. Okay, so unfortunately this is, they seem to delay these maps quite a bit, so we can see in this area here, boy, it's dying out. Down here too. And if we look at the other map, this has a real weird, quirky kind of a... You can actually see this little speck right in the middle here that's... I don't know if that's Cannon Air Force Base or what, but it's a strange looking thing. Oh, too much interference, sorry. But we can see something weird happening here, like it's trying to blossom up and then it smashed down. Okay, well that is absolutely concrete example of a Haarp downburst used to create drought. And if they are not able to stop the rain entirely, you know, instead of 2 inches of rain, they'll cut it down to a ½ inch. That's what they're doing right here. Oh, you can actually see the rings quite well right here. I guess if you zoom too far, the pixel interpolation starts to just become noise. But actually, I've got to stop this. This is cool. Okay, this first frame, we can see a ring here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can see rings right here, and they're right in this area. So that before these west-facing rings form, there's a bunch of rings pointing to the northeast. And then as we step through, then it almost looks like it's a little kernel right here, a little circle. And now the rings start building to the west and the south. And we have a double frame here. For some reason they uploaded the same frame twice, which is another sign that they're trying to hide something, or that the editing guy didn't get his job done in time. Okay, so that's a Haarp downburst, and that is going to put dry air in place there so that tomorrow's rain may not happen at all. And this is man-made. This is totally man-made. This is coming from the west, the Pacific Haarp. Yes, indeed. That is proof. That is proof. This is powerful technology, but it's just a technology. Okay, they've been doing such a great job at photoshopping all these maps, but here they have messed up. And I don't know if it's because of a shift change or because it was right after dark, and they're thinking, you know, you can't see it in visible light, so why worry about infrared? But water vapor mode, boy, is it showing up great. Of course, I hate to upload this now that they just know exactly what to look for and how to edit it. This really needs to be discussed in openly, and figure out who these people are and why they're doing what they're doing. But the farmers in the Texas Panhandle are absolutely desperate. There is zero moisture in the subsoil. You dig down 2 feet, there is no moisture at all. It hasn't rained, like I said, in about 6 months. Alrighty, thank you very much.